Hey viewers, welcome to another game Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing Varus, and Varus is played by TSM Chaox, and we are going to see him get it on with this new champion. Let me mute it for a second there, because otherwise I get into trouble, because he is playing some music in the background, and we can't have that. So yeah, we see him in the bottom right, so you can actually see him. And the quality on this is pretty horrible because this is a stream. This is a stream, and yeah, we will just have to see if the quality, becomes any better. I don't think so. I think this is just the best we can get. So yeah, Varus seems really strong in bottom lane. People will need to learn how to play him properly. And look, just take a look at those boots and potions. Everyone going for boots and potions except for the support, I think. Yep, the support actually going for something different. And I think he's going back to pick up one more potion here. Yep, so he's going to wait around a little bit for that last potion. And we can actually skip forward. I don't have to wait for that. So yeah, they're not going to do the golems, because obviously you have to wait for that, and they immediately take out a pink ward, so that's good. So 4 potions and the boots, that should be pretty good for them. So I don't know what these two guys were coming from, but they are now back in lane. They did miss quite a bit. Seems that they helped out their jungler taking the enemy red, so which is our team's red. But yeah, might be mistaken in that. So yeah, another ward going down in that bottom rush, meaning they have to back out. And I think his first skill choice is the W. Yes, it is. So second skill choice the E. And yeah, for the rest I can only see what you see, so I cannot really see what skill order he goes. I can only see it when he first goes for a skill, and then obviously, whenever he clicks it, you can see from the cooldown which skill he leveled up to which level. So if you really want to know, then go check that out. The stats on all of the skills and the cooldowns and such are on the wiki from League of Legends. So you can figure that out. So going for the Q as the third skill, and then after this, I obviously have no idea anymore. So landing 2 skills, or no, landing the one skill and missing the second, because the W isn't really a skill you can target. But he seems to do pretty well, seeing that they are both at pretty much full health, and the opponents are at about half health. So I think that's Graves. Yeah, Graves is healing back up with some health potions. Obviously Tarek does have a heal, so that helps out as well. And the Leona doesn't have a heal, so that's pretty hard to deal with for them. So hitting the Q this time, although it's it's not a really high damage thing to have early game. It is good harass though, because you can harass and farm with it pretty much from infinite range. And especially for farming it is really good, because you can always hit the mark, and because it shoots through everything. At least I don't think it is. It stops when it hits a champion, but oh yeah, almost getting the kill there, and they do lose the first blood to this Udyr with both of the enemy champions. So both of the bottom laners getting an assist on that. And he is going to survive this. Yep, but his teammate is not. So Jax dies, and Varus is the only one that escapes from that. So losing 2 kills here, pretty big deal, especially since it's yeah, it's the bottom lane who has the AD carry in it, and the AD carry is, well, much more easily fed than, for example, a top laner. A top laner with a kill will dominate top lane, but will not, yeah, by definition, kill everything else. Plus, the bottom lane is always warded, so getting a gank off like that and getting 2 kills is a very, very big deal. Yeah, fortunately for them, they didn't lose a whole lot of CS, and especially the gold on Varus will still be good. So it's not like he's behind, it's just that the other guy is ahead of schedule. Because I don't know if he got that second kill, but at least he got 2 assists. And that is already hard to deal with. So going Doran's Blades here. And as you can see, the health potions, I always tell this and I always get comments from people saying, no, health potions aren't good. Then, if they aren't good, why does every pro player go for the boots and potions? I mean, that would be ridiculous. I mean, it's just the best way to start. It gives you the most sustain, it gives you the most health, basically. It's just that you can only use the health once, so it's not an item that you can use for the late game, but it helps you survive the early game. It helps you farm the minions and stay in your lane to gain the experience, gain the gold, and all in all, yeah, you just need it. That's all there is to it. So missing quite a few minions here. Because yeah, he starts off with fairly low damage, and yeah, I guess because he gets harassed all the time and wants to harass back, he also misses some minions because of that. Anyhow, we are just going to continue on farming here. Yeah, Varus not my favorite champion to cast. Well, AD carry is not my favorite champions to cast because there is so much farming going on in the well, the first part of the game, and you really need to watch them anyway, because you need to, well, see what happens for the rest. So, for example, the 2 kills are really important for this game. But yeah, well, whatever. It would, however, be good if we see some action, because, well, people watch the games to see action, and yeah, most of the time in higher level games or higher elo games, people will play safer, so they know there's a, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. There is a Taric in the bush, so yeah, they're not going to come close to that because, well, that's how Taric works. Taric zones out the enemies if they cannot see him. And it seems the Varus here is still doing a good job of farming. And yeah, they may do some damage here to Taric, but Taric is not really worried. There is a jungler incoming, and once again the support goes down. So Leona not able to do anything offensive here because Taric is their counter to this Leona. Because every time she wants to come in and, well, just kill someone, he can just, yeah, simply stun them, and he provides the armor buff that is needed to, well, to get through that gank. He also has a heal to go with that armor buff. All in all, he is just a very good champion against Leona, and I'm not sure if he's like the best one against Leona, but he is definitely a very good choice. So planting down a ward just to keep an eye on when the jungler is coming in. And the jungler can still come in through the bush, obviously, but since they push the lane here, that's not really an option. And yeah, they can still come in through the tri-bush or through the enemy jungle and then the tri-bush and then blah blah. But that also is not really a problem because that's rarely done. It can be done, but it's not done a lot. So, oh, this Graves man, wow, he went down to like no HP at all and just didn't die. Oh, Tarek is going to die, however, and Graves is going to get out at very low health. And it seems that, yeah, they are chasing after Graves, which is of course not the best way to not the best situation to have when you don't know where the jungler is and when you, well, are really low HP yourself, because one buckshot from Graves can turn this into a double kill, because it will kill the if he hits both of them, it would have killed the Varus, and after that, yeah, Leona really doesn't have a chance. She still does quite a lot of damage and she's pretty tanky, but yeah, you could see how fast she melts if a jungler comes in. Or yeah, here we see the jungler coming in, tower diving here, no problem. Taking a few tower shots, but with his turtle shields, there is no way he's going to get killed. So even at these low levels, at like level 6 or 7, already no problem tower diving with Udyr, as long as it's not too long. He doesn't want to take like 6 tower shots, but yeah, a few of them. So 2, 3, that's still okay. And yeah, Varus, seeing that the Graves just recalled, so he now has a little bit of lane control and is going to push this lane into the turret, making sure that his minions get eaten up by, or rather the enemy's minions get killed by the turret. And oh, this guy is at very low HP, and is he going to? No, he's not going to die because of that. Wow, that is amazing. Does so little damage. I mean, I noticed that when he first shot it, but I was assuming it would increase. Oh, everyone getting out at low HP. Oh, the Warwick does go down. Graves now goes down, and Jax always goes down. Also goes down. And unfortunately, Varus also goes down. So this was a good team fight for the enemy team. Something like 4 for 2. And yeah, doing a good job of staying in the fight. And yeah, they completely wiped the floor with them in that last part of the team fight. The first part was definitely for our green team here. But yeah, the second part of that fight really not going too well. Yeah, unfortunately the Q on Varus, sorry, not doing a whole lot of damage and not able to pick out that kill. If he killed that Graves right there, they would have been able to just run out and gotten a 1 for 0 trade, or rather just get a kill on Graves. And they might have even been doing a little bit more with that. So Graves nuking down the Leona here, and that is very unfortunate. So it seems that the top laner teleported to the brush here, or teleported down or walked down, and actually got that kill with the Graves. Doing a good job. I mean, that is what you want to do. You want to show up somewhere where you're least expected and gank people there. And with this lane being pushed so much, you can easily sneak into a bush and just get the kill with the AD carry. Because an AD carry that is fed does a lot of damage. Mainly to buildings, that's why you have an AD carry, but also to high armor or high HP targets. Cannot really get that with an AP. So an AP carry is better against like carries and well, everyone with low amounts of HP and magic resist. And an AD carry can pretty much go up against anyone because they have lifesteal, they have a huge amount of damage. So hitting the Q this time, but as I said before, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So His ultimate might save this. No. Oh, they do get it. Yeah, well, that's good. Finally, they do get it. So I didn't see the ultimate go off. I'm pretty sure he hit something with it because he was pretty close to everyone. But unfortunately, they don't get that last kill. Oh, Brand coming in to do the damages. And are they going to be able to pick up the Brand? Yes, I think so. They should be able to. Oh, Brand getting another kill there. Yeah, I was assuming Warwick would be here in time, but he wasn't. He was too far away. He couldn't hit with the ultimate. And yeah, once again doing a little bit of damage, but then Graves is going to come back with his buckshot. And oh, he is so dead here. Yep. So Graves still doing a better job than Varus, but that might also be because Graves is kind of, everyone knows what to build on him and people know how to play him. Varus probably has some tricks up his sleeve that we don't know yet and we will see later on. So Graves getting the solo kill on that, and that's, well, that's better than having an assisted kill, I guess. And in the meantime, this mid lane just pushing, and well, top lane is pushing their way. So it seems that Irelia defeated the Warwick without any troubles. And it's 7-14, so definitely not the best of starts here. But they still have a good chance to come back. And oh, that Leona in the bush, just waiting for Graves to come by. And patiently waiting there, but then not getting anything done. So it's not a waste of time, but because there's nothing else you could have done there. It's just that, yeah, it's not really useful either. But I guess she did manage to get him out of the lane, which is excellent. So I need to pause at some point, yeah, to look at this screen. Oh, that didn't work. When it comes back up, I will try to get it again. But I want to see how the minions are doing everywhere because, yeah, I have no idea. Wasn't really paying attention to those, and yeah, I think he's doing pretty well, but I think Graves is still out farming him. But seeing that he has been harassed a lot and lost his support twice already, I think it's yeah, it's safe to say that he is behind. So let's see if anything actually happens here. So yeah, charging up the Q just because, well, he was running into a bush and he didn't know what was behind it, so the extra damage can come in handy. And now he used it to get those golems. So it seems that Jax is going down, and that is unfortunate. But yeah, Udyr, a very strong ganker, can do quite a lot. And wow, look at that damage from Graves, man. That is crazy. And yeah, getting the stun off. By the way, these lags are not on my side. They are already in the video. And yeah, I'm just going to have to deal with it. So this is the recording that he made from his stream. It's only 480p, so it's not really the best. I'm going to try to sharpen it a little bit, but not too much because then it's unwatchable. So it's 138 for Graves to let's see, there he is, 128. So that's actually very good. Only 10 minions behind, but 3 kills behind. So guess that's 3 kills and 4 assists. I guess that is kind of where he's lacking the gold. Plus, well, the enemy team has a lot more turrets. Well, oh no, it's only 2, so it's not too bad. The enemy team destroyed 2 turrets already, busy on destroying the 3rd one. So that's another 300 gold. And yeah, for the rest, I think Warwick is kind of losing his lane. 4-0 for Irelia versus 0-2 for him. And 132 versus 98 minions. So, yeah, he pretty much lost that. Then our support is 1 and 6. The enemy support is 1 and 2. So that's definitely not going very well. And then the junglers, yeah, that's 0 and 4 on the Jax, and the Udyr is 5 and 1. So it is safe to say they're going to lose this at this point, and we're going to continue on. I don't know about the mid lane, by the way, but yeah, you could see it if you want to know. But I'm assuming the mid lane is behind as well, because Udyr is just such a good ganker and can probably gank mid lane as well. Don't even know who is mid lane. That's how well I paid attention. But yeah, we're going to go mid lane here and try to prevent the enemy from taking down his turret, but that's not going to happen. Too far out, and the enemy just gets another turret. So they're now at 4 turrets, maybe 5. I'm not sure if the bottom turret is down, so the second turret on the bottom lane. It seems to be, well, it seems to be killed, but I'm not actually sure. No, it's still there. It's still giving vision, so it must still be there. So yeah, a little bit of positioning here, and Jack's coming in for the kill here. Are they going to manage to actually get... Yeah, they do get the kill on Irelia, and with that the brand falls as well, and Graves has to run out. Oh, Rise is a very, very dangerous position there, but they do get the kill, and yet another kill. That's 4 for 0. Wow. That is amazing. Where did that come from, man? So now that Varus has 4 kills and 5 assists, he should be doing a lot better, because he has another 1000 gold to spend on items, and they are going to go for Baron. Yeah, with 4 enemies down, I guess that's a good choice. It's not a whole lot the enemy can do about that. And yeah, especially, well, it is Udyr, but especially because the mid lane was pushing also, and I think they just wanted to draw at Udyr just to see if he would go for that. But Udyr really wants to get this, and yeah, they do have a snare here, and that snare is going to be good enough to, well, to kill him. And ooh, yes, the 300 gold for Varus means they do get the kill there. So Baron is still hitting whoever is hitting or whoever is taking that damage, but yeah, they took way too much damage from the Baron after engaging in this team fight. So instead of a 2 for 0 trade, it is now a 2 for 2 trade, and that is just, yeah, that's kind of sad. And this is the problem with these high ELO games. In low ELO games, people play to win, so they play to their best abilities. But these guys just mess around so much that I don't even know whether most of the things are actual mistakes. So mistakes they didn't see coming, or things they just did stupidly. So just trying to fight the Baron and the team fight at the same time. They would never do that in competitive play. So if this was a tournament, there is no way they would do that. But still, in these kind of high ELO games, they still mess up so many times and make mistakes that not even the newbiest noobs amongst us makes. I mean, nobody's going to tank Baron like that while engaged in a team fight. That is just plain stupid. And Jax just died to the Baron and got hit once or so by Irelia, and therefore gave a kill to Irelia. So they do wait for the enemies here, and with all of the stuns and snares they have, they should be able to pick off some kills. Wow, still 4 enemies available, and oh, they lose 2 here. I think that's a 1 for 2 trade. Yeah, I think 1 for 3 trade. Okay, 1 for 4 trades. Quadra kill. So the quarter kill on, yeah, as I said, the AD carry, he is so strong when he's fed. It's with every AD carry, well, as long as they're really carries. I mean, Urgot, for example, is not really a carry. But champions like Ashe can do this, and then Vayne, and Tristana, all kinds of ADs. So Varus should be able to do this as well. And yeah, we are currently 5 and 5, but so there's no way we can carry, or Varus can carry rather. Man, that Baron fight, man. If only they would have just taken the Udyr kill, went back to Baron, and then saw, well, Irelia's coming, so let's just back off. So by now the Q does some damage. It is still not like the greatest damage ever. I don't know how much damage it does. I haven't looked it up yet. But it has a very short cooldown, so it's pretty good to farm with. And yeah, the super minions are spawning now. Super minions normally not so much a problem for an AD carry. It takes a few shots, but yeah, doesn't matter too much. Yeah, you need to clean that lane though, and the other lanes are going to push as well because you get a little bit of extra HP. Well, from the fact that your inhibitor is down. So the enemy minions now have a little bit of extra HP and extra damage. It's only a little bit, but it will let them win every fight, and therefore the lanes will push a little bit, which is a pretty cool mechanic. It means that if you're losing an inhibitor, it actually means something. Before they did that, which isn't, yeah, it's a pretty recent change, so it hasn't been that long. But yeah, before that, if you got an inhibitor, it really didn't mean anything. It just meant that there were super minions, and that was it. But the super minions really, yeah, they're not too much of a problem. And now, because both of the other lanes will push as well, yeah, there's not a whole lot the team needs to do to, well, to win the game. But it kind of puts more pressure on the enemy team, on the team that's behind, and it ends the game a little quicker, but it ends the game quicker in a good way, in a way that is actually acceptable. So we see him trying to hit his ultimate, and yeah, he knows that if he hits one and the team fight breaks out, well, I don't know what it's called, but the snake-like thing will infect everyone, so everyone will get snared and damaged. Or stunned, maybe even. I think it's snared. And yeah, that is a big deal in these kind of team fights, and he should, yeah, there goes the ultimate, and yeah, everyone getting stunned there in turret range, so that is excellent. They pick off two of the champions immediately, and I think there was a third and a fourth. So yeah, now they can go for Baron. Oh, it's already gone. Never mind. That's how much attention I was paying to that. The enemy team probably had it on them when they died just now. But yeah, the quality isn't great, and I'm not sitting really close to my monitor, so I couldn't really tell. Well, I could tell probably, I just didn't notice it. But yeah, that means that if the enemy has the Baron, then they are also quite ahead in gold. I'm assuming they also took out Dragon here. And the team is going to push mid lane and top lane, while bottom lane, as you can see, has a huge minion wave coming in. But Jax is on that. He is going to try to make sure that their turret is not going down. And that would be awesome to have. It would really suck if your turret goes down after a team fight like that. So Jax indeed cleaning that up, and the minion wave should be doing fine now, because there's a big minion wave coming towards the enemy minions, and that means they're going to be fine. I mean, if your minions are a little bit weaker, but you have more of them, they probably still will win that lane. So yeah, everyone is in mid lane. Everyone is just gearing up for the next team fight, and the enemy decides to push top lane. And I don't know if there's only one guy there or... Oh, the Baron is back up. Oh, who's this? Yeah, that was Warwick. Warwick suiciding in, face checking the brushes there. He wanted to see whether Baron was up, but there's no way they can contest Baron at this point. They're too far behind. But he wants to try anyway. So, yeah. Without the Warwick, obviously it's going to be incredibly impossible to contest that, to do anything about that. I mean, unless you have a very high range skill which does a lot of damage, like the Ziggs ult or something like that, there is no way you're going to pick up that Baron. And because they had no vision on it, not even that would have worked. So, what's the plan here? Yeah, defending the lanes, I guess, until the inhibitors come back up and until the Baron buff wears off. Because the Baron buff, yeah, it is really strong, but it lasts for 4 minutes. So after those 4 minutes, it will, well, it will be possible again to engage in that fight. So Baron buff, because a lot of people don't know that, Baron buff lasts 4 minutes, which means every quarter on your yeah, the little squares that you see here. So every quarter will be 1 minute. Yeah, this is not the Baron buff. I know that. Don't worry. Yeah, so once it times out, there's 3 minutes of nobody having a Baron buff, or well, rather, there's 3 minutes of wait until the next Baron spawns, because it spawns every 7 minutes. So if you see the Baron buff going, well, timing out on an enemy champion, you can also get the timer from that, because then there's exactly 3 minutes left until the Baron respawns. And yeah, you should be able to time it with that. So, wow, once again losing the Warwick immediately in this fight. And yeah, this dude is probably dead. The Irelia, oh, Irelia has a Guardian Angel, so she's not going to die. She is just going to run straight in, go for the kill, and even if she dies, it doesn't matter. See, oh, she doesn't even, oh, she does die, yeah. So she did die, and then just goes back up, and then I'm going to take out the turrets, take out another inhibitor, and yeah, Ryze cannot really defend against this. They're all too high HP, and yeah, nothing they can do. So 2 inhibitors down, the third is going to go down in about a minute, because they're just going to tank this turret, especially with the minions there. They're not even going to take a lot of damage, and well, a lot of damage going off on one of the enemy champions. I couldn't really see who it is because it's all in black and white. And yeah, unfortunately they don't pick him off, but yeah, well, they do lose an inhibitor at least, so accomplish something. Now Brand going down, so they do get a kill for their trouble. But with 3 inhibitors down, it is going to be really hard to defend against this, because, well, the enemy still has their Baron buff, although I think it almost timed out now. So yeah, using their Baron buff to great effect, and gotten 2 inhibitors with it, 2 turrets, 2 inhibitors, as well as I think a complete ace at some point. Well, not an actual ace, but 5 kills. And yeah, enemy team just doing a good job of utilizing that extra Baron buff damage and sustain and everything. Oh, and is he going to get out? Really? No, 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 no. He dies. Ryze fortunately picking up that kill, and yeah, not picking up the kill here on Taric. Does land a slow, but yeah, kind of in the wrong spots, and they do get the kill eventually. So they do get 3 kills, I think, but now their base is under, no, 2 kills. Their base is under heavy attack, so someone needs to go back, and Warwick dies once again. Warwick definitely not playing a very good game. So they lose about half the turret here. The Nexus turrets do regenerate over time. It is a really, really slow process, but it can be done, and it is definitely useful. I would like to see a little more on that, so that you can actually, yeah, push out of your base and come back a little bit easier. But I guess they just want the game to end quickly. Obviously, yeah, the Nexus turrets regenerating is because of, well, these kind of situations where both teams are kind of equal. Well, that's not true in this case, never mind. But where two teams are kind of equal and someone just gets lucky with one of the team fights and then kills about half a turret. And yeah, now they completely take out all of the turrets. Well, the super minions take out all of the turrets. And yeah, one of the super minions taken down, but it's not going to be good enough. There are too many super minions coming in. They may be holding off this push still, but yeah, then it's the next push. They're not going to be able to do anything about this. But at least, yeah, you can see the attack animation on Varus is really good. Even though it's kind of a, well, very big attack animation, because he has to draw back the bow and then the bow expands and blah blah. But yeah, it's a really good attack animation in form of the amount of time it takes to do things. And also, yeah, he is just, his skills are so amazing. He has, except for an escape, well, you can get flash for that if you want to. But except for the escape, he has, yeah, everything you could want in an AD carry. So he has the very high range damage on Q, the extra damage per shot on W, the slow and the snare, or stun even. And it's even an AoE stun. So yeah, it's pretty great. And yeah, people did point out on my last Varus commentary that he doesn't have an escape, but yeah, as I said, you can use flash for that. Obviously, it would be better to have something like Valkyrie on your. So Valkyrie is from Corki on your abilities, but yeah, still, it's pretty much an awesome champion to have as an AD carry. So definitely a lot better than the crap they have been putting out lately in the form of champions. Because yeah, well, most of the champions that they brought out recently are no longer played in any way, shape, or form. And by no longer played means that like 1% of people will be playing them. So every champion still has their fans. I mean, even Sejani, I'm sure people are still playing Sejani. It's just that, yeah, you don't see her a whole lot. Or, well, ever. But I'm sure there are still people playing that. So, anyhow, they get an ace here, but that didn't even matter, because with all of these super minions, they would have lost the Nexus anyway. So, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Choo choo.